Hey everybody, Big Toad here, and we are back with another tutorial on building your 2D game in Unreal Engine 5. Today we're going to be working on a rotating coin that disappears when the character runs into it. This is video number 11 in our series. I have an objects folder created. You can just click and create a new folder if you haven't done this already in objects. I'll go into objects, and that's where we're going to put our new blueprint for our coin. So we'll go up to blueprint, and we're just going to do a basic actor, and we're going to call this blueprint coin. Now let's go ahead and open up this blueprint coin, and we'll start doing some blueprint development here. Let me organize my screen. So let's add something to this blueprint coin. So we'll click on the add, and we'll select a cube, and that'll start off our testing with a cube, and we can scroll out on that to get a better view. And let's compile. Now let's open up the event graph. Let's open up our blueprint menu search and find event hit. And let's bring that into our blueprint. And attached to event hit, let's open our menu and let's get the destroy actor. Destroy actor. Make sure that's connected to your event hit. Then we can go up and compile. Now when that actor is hit, that coin is hit, it will disappear. It'll be destroyed. Now we can just take that object and drag it into our scene and drop it. We'll have to do some rearranging to make sure it's in the right spot so the character will run into it. But now we've dropped it in. I'm going to pull it over there and move it over that way a little bit. Kind of line it up with those blue boxes. Let's look at the top view. Get a better idea. It looks pretty close. I'll move it right there on that line. And switch it to the back view. And see, oh, it's a little deep into the surface, so I'm going to bring it right up a level there. All right, now our box is there. Let's run our game and test this now. There's our character, and he's running over, and there's the box. He hits it, and the box disappears. That's just the way it's supposed to work. So we've got the box disappearing. Now we have to turn it into a coin. Let's go ahead and kill our game and go back into our BP coin blueprint. Now for a coin, you could create a sprite that's a coin, or a flipbook that's a coin, and that would be totally acceptable. I'm going to try something different though. We're going to do the hybrid 3D 2D model, and we're going to go to the Quixel Bridge. Quixel Bridge, and there it is right there. We're going to open up that Quixel Bridge. We've looked at this before in one of our earlier videos. If you remember from last time, we can click on something here, and there's a lot of nice 3D images, 3D items that we can pull in. Let's go to the 3D assets and just kind of scroll through that, and you can see lots of neat things you can drop into your world. Now I'm going to go up to search now, and I'm going to clear that out. And let's type in there coin. Got to spell it right. Coin. Old Roman coin. That looks like a good one. And so here's a couple of options for old Roman coins that we can pull right into our game, and they're already 3D. So I'm going to download that. It won't take long. We'll just watch that here for a second. And once it's downloaded, we can just add it. So the download's completed. Now we'll click add. And when you click add, you won't even be able to tell anything's happening, but the coin will be added to your game. Now open back up your blueprint for your coin, and we're going to add that new Roman coin 3D model into that. I'm going to go over to my add button over here on the right, and I'm going to add in a static mesh. And then I'm going to drag it up onto the cube, and they'll be at the same level of importance. All you need there is a static mesh in the cube. If you have something other than that, go ahead and delete it so that it looks like mine. Now on the right panel, we can go back into the static mesh and search coin and drop the Roman coin in there. Now it's really small, but it's a coin. So we're going to fix that. We're going to expand it and make it larger. If you accidentally added your coin down here to the element, like I did, don't worry about it. It's not going to show up or mess up your coin in game. So we need to increase the size of our coin. So let's go up there to scale, and we'll update the scale numbers. The red, the green, and the blue, X, Y, Z. Your coin is probably laying down like mine. We need to go into the red and change that to 90 degrees, and it'll stand it up on its edge. And we can move that up and down. We'll see how we have to move it once we get in game. I think I'll lower that halfway. I think that's about where I want it. You will have to make your adjustments how you like it in your game. You can also move the object up and down in game too. And don't forget to compile your coin. Let's minimize this blueprint. And I think we're ready. Let's test it. So there's our man. There's our little bitty tiny coin. And we're not running into it. So we need to make the coin larger and adjust the position. Let's go back into our coin blueprint. In the viewport, I'm going to drop my cube onto my static mesh so my cube and the static mesh become intertwined. Make sure that what happens to one happens to the other. Let's go up to our view here, and in perspective, or right next to it, let's click show floor. Now if you're on the static mesh, you should be able to grab that coin and bring it up. So now it's above the floor, and it brings the cube up with it. I'm going to show you the settings I have on my static mesh. I increased my scale to 20 on all my items, X, Y, and Z. And if you'll remember, I set my rotation to 90 degrees on that red or X axis. Just wanted to give you a close-up so you can double check your settings. Now we've resized our coin, we've adjusted our height and rotation. Let's test it and see what we're doing. Here it comes. There's a coin. Look at that. There's a big coin. Oh, forgot to adjust the location a little bit, so I'm missing it. So I'm going to kill this game and go out of my level blueprint and fix the location of my coins. Let's go up and change out of perspective to top. We'll scroll around and see. Yeah, there's my coin. See, I need to bring my coin over right on that line, I think. I'm going to make another adjustment. Since this is a coin, I'm going to get rid of the cube. Let's go into my blueprint, and I'm going to get rid of my cube and put a sphere in there. So get the cube, and I'm going to delete that. Now I'm going to go to add and add a sphere. So we should compile this and then minimize this blueprint, and let's test this. So here's our man. He runs over, hits the coin, and the coin disappears. Perfectly. That's exactly what we wanted. So we got a Roman coin, and when we run into it, it disappears. It destroys itself. Let's kill that game session. Now let's add another coin. So we'll go to the back view, zoom out, rearrange, kind of zoom back in, and if we click on our sphere, we can Control D. Click on it, Control D, and duplicate it. Then we can slide another one over. And this will give us a second coin, so we can test it with another coin. There's the edge of the ramp. And, okay, let's give it a try. Boom, landed on the coin, got it. Jump up, there's the other coin, bam. We can kill that game session. All right, now what we need to do is I don't want the coin just sitting there. I want the thing to rotate. So let's do a simple coin rotation, and we can do this with anything, any object we put in. Inside our coin blueprint on the right, we'll go to our add button and we'll click that. And we are going to search for rotating movement. Rotating movement right there, and we'll click that in. And that should drop right to the bottom of your list. As with everything in Unreal, there's lots of minor adjustments you can make over in the details panel, but for our purposes, we're going to leave it just the way it is. Now let's compile and minimize this blueprint and test this game and see what we get. We're on our character to the right. There's our spinning coin. And look at the other coin. The other coin is spinning. See, that's a nice, good rotation. That's a standard object in many side-scroller games, the rotating coin. And of course, we can run and collect those. So in our next video, when our character runs into the coin and it's destroyed, we want something else to happen. So we're going to begin to add those destroyed coins into a counter data source in the game. Until then, this is the Big Toad, and I am out.